Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to Planning with Jamie. I'm so excited that you guys are here today. We are going to do a speed plan with me. And that sounds really weird for me because my videos are always long. This one is still going to probably be long just because the pure fact we're going to do all of our planners for week 10. So I've been feeling like I have been behind on trying to get pre-planned. So like I'm still getting stuff done. It's just not like before that week hits. And so I want to jump ahead. I want to do week 10. That is March 2nd through the 8th. Most of my planners run a Monday start except for my business planner. I do that one as a Sunday start, but we're going to use kit 397 from my shop for this. So we have our daily duo kit. So here's the headers and then all of the bottom boxes that match and or coordinates with all of these. It's up to you whether you want them to be really matchy or do you want to put the flowers with the geometric shapes. We have all of our labels, our 7th box and extras, and then part of the daily duo is our week at a glance. I do it the same way every single week, and this just has worked for like over a year, just absolutely perfectly. So all those will go together, and this will be one of our planners that we do. And then the second planner is the dashboard layout. All of these are Erin Condren planners. So it's the dashboard layout, and this is what I use for my business. This is the one that's kind of gone to the wayside because I've just been busy doing instead of planning. So either the last week or the last 2 weeks, I need to back plan in it, which is so weird for me. And believe me, my brain has felt every second of not being in that planner. So dashboard planner kit 397. This is the first page. I'm just realizing I don't have the second page because I gave it to one of you guys for your orders. And so I did not print it out. We're going to try to make it work without it. If I really need it, I can get it printed out later on and add it. But otherwise, this might be a great opportunity to use some stuff out of our reusable sticker book. So, or we can always use some of these labels in there too. So I kind of like this challenge a little bit. So this is our second planner that we'll be doing. And our third planner is our fitness planner. So that's our Erin Condren 7x9 vertical planner. And these are pages 1 and 2 for that. And so we're going to get this like pre-laid out because March is a month I'm going to slay my goals. Like I'll talk about it as I do it, but I've got a plan in place and I'm super motivated and focused, and it's been a really good week, you guys. So, okay, we are going to let's start with the dashboard just because the pure fact I've been out of it and I need to get back into it. All right, so here is our dashboard planner, and I don't know, like see, here's week 8, and I kind of wrote a few things into it, but I wasn't utilizing it, and I felt very discombobulated. Here's week 9, and then if we flip forward, we have right here is week 10. So this is what we're getting in. Guys, I never, ever skip this planner. Like, you guys can look back, and this thing is used like crazy. I do have little notes on like what I did during that time frame though. So it's not all is lost. It's just very, very abnormal for me to do something such as that. Okay, we need to label this, and I'm almost considering, instead of grabbing, I like using these sizes a lot during, like in my daily duo. So I think we're gonna look at the reusable sticker book. Okay, so everything is in color order, like rainbow order. So red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. This isn't the right green, but I have multiple greens in here, y'all. So we'll just keep going until we find, there's red, orange, yellow, and we go straight into blue. I know I have, here we go. I'm like, I know I have brighter greens that would match this really, really well. And I think we're just going to grab, this is usually the sizing that we use for that. Okay. Oh, that doesn't match very well. I thought it was going to be the right green. It's not. Right, instead we have leftovers here from the monthly that we ended up doing. And so we can either use like all these smaller ones or this bigger one. We have multiple options here. So let's get our pin out. It's gonna be week 10. And I'm considering, I like this yellow one right here. So let's put week 10. And I said it's gonna be March. And this one will be a little bit different because we switch over to a Sunday start. So March 1st through the 7th. Good thing I caught that before I started writing. There we go. Okay, this is gonna be cute. Let's get our little tweezers out. This is one thing that I like about all of these kits coordinating is I know that I could just grab like my other sheets and use them. And I try to do that as often as I can, honestly, and that way there's just no waste going on. Okay, I like that little change. We'll just eyeball it up there. And then I am going to get rid of like all of these little holidays just because changing the date, none of these line up correctly. So that's okay. And sometimes they're a little bit irrelevant for the fact that I am doing a work planner. Okay, let's do the yellow down here at the bottom. And for now, I'm gonna put these to the side just so they don't get bent up. Okay, so I just go down here to the corner and I line it up at the bottom and I just keep going over. That is beautiful. And then same with this one, I start in the outer corner, lay it down, and just keep going. And it's absolutely perfect, which means these two are what we use here. This says to do and this says notes, and I just cover it up. And it's more because it just makes these two separate sections. Like I know what I use this section for, and I know what I use that section for. So it is really, really perfect. You know what, guys, this might work really well with just using this sheet. I mean, maybe it's a good thing. Y'all have ordered this kit a lot. You guys like this kit. I do too. I think it's so much fun. There we go. And then up here, we're gonna white out the days of the week part because I don't mind if the lines show through. I say this every single week. I don't mind if the lines show through because they just kind of give me like spacing and something to write straight and all that kind of stuff. Let's get rid of the words up there. And I'm gonna open this up a little bit here just to see the colors and what I wanna do with them. My only thing is I really like this box and I usually do that over here, but honestly, we could put, let's do this. We're gonna put two of these boxes over here instead. So what I mean by that is we always put this box here, and then this box, we generally put down here, but we're gonna put it over here also. Okay, let's turn it upside down just so that I'm lining it up with that other box so well. There, it might be a little crooked, but that's fine. We're gonna survive it. So this one will be to buy, and then this one I think will be my design. I like drawing in that little graph that I have been doing. Let me find it back here. This little graph I like drawing in. That's been very helpful to me. And so grab our Erin Condren dual pin, like dual tip pin, and I'm just gonna write to buy. Here we go. Grab our tweezers here again. And so this can be our to buy list. And then this one will be this week. Perfect. To buy is a little bit crooked. Either that or it's that sticker's crooked, but I'm going to try to make the eye play a game here. We do film and edit, and we do usually use some of the boxes for that, so I'll go looking for some. And then this is always to do, and I really like that, so let's keep that going. To do, that's really pretty against that black and white. And then down here is usually like my weekly focus. Okay. All right, and for this week, it is designing May kits. So design week, we will write in here. And that will be for kits 406 through 410, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to put out 5 kits per month, regardless of how many weeks there are. So 406 through 410 will be what we will be doing. Okay, that is really, really cute. Let's get out our reusable sticker book. I'm pretty sure I should be able to find 2 stickers, even if they're black. I'm fine with that. Oh, I got a rest day that fell onto me here. Let's go back here again. And let's look at our yellows, because I know we have quite a few yellows. See, absolutely perfect. And let's just do... I see 2 of these right away, so we're just going to grab those and make them work. Okay. And this will be film and edit. And I should grab those while I was in here. Okay, film. Edit. Perfect. And those lists just never change. They're always right here. That's super, super helpful to me. Okay, let's get on over here. We are going to use our little kit number down here like we usually do. This I'll have to figure out exactly what I want to do with it, but I am going to cut off the top portion like I usually do, so that filming wise, it's a lot nicer for you guys to be able to see. And then Monday, or we're going to start on Sunday the 1st is where we're going to go with this. There we go. Awesome. And let's go ahead and put all our washi strips down. We really like those being down, and I'm going to do it in this exact colorway because the yellow being up top instead of the bottom, and then same with the green, is absolutely perfect. So let's go ahead, and I just go to the edge of the gray and lay it straight across here for us. So I like a Sunday just because, I mean, we are busy a lot of Sundays, and sometimes I work on Sundays now, but otherwise I feel like there's a lot more like opportunity to work on my business on Sundays. And so I like the idea of that being a fresh week. And so I don't know, I just decided to do it probably like a month ago, and it's been working really well in my brain. So I'm going to continue it. But that is the beauty of stickers, is you can redate very easily and nobody ever even knows. And especially in this layout, it does not throw anything else off at all. All right. I am putting together a whole bunch of scripts that are fitness related. And so we have like log food, we have weigh-in, we have workout, all that kind of stuff. I am kind of increasing the sizing just a little bit on my scripts to be more consistent with what they used to be. When I got my new machine, my new cutter machine, it had changed it a little bit. And I don't know, I think I'm just going to go back to what it was so that the text size is consistent. So if you guys order stuff and it just kind of seems a little bit different, that's all that's changing. It's barely anything. But I don't know, when I look at it, I notice it, but my eye is like very trained to notice those things. So I don't know, it's that little attention to detail that really matters in a business, I feel like. So, all right, this is so lovely. I love it. So my sister was actually born on St. Patrick's Day, and she's always a little bit despised it. her husband was a year before her on the 18th. But she's always despised it because as a kid, she always had to wear green on her birthday. And she's like, I dislike that. And so she got to a point in her life where she's like, I'm not wearing green anymore, you guys. You pinch me, I am going to be so frustrated. And so, I mean, I get it. I wouldn't want to wear green every birthday either. But, you know, it just comes with the territory, I guess. All right, let's get these circles laid down because I do really like how these function over here. Perfect. I can't believe how fast these planners are going through. Like, I feel like January just started and now we're into March already. Like, this is crazy. And here pretty soon, usually in April, is when they drop new planners. So let me know what you're thinking, what your guesses are, what changes have you requested, or are you looking for anything like that? I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm really nervous as a business owner too. I don't want them to take away this dashboard. I think a lot of us really like it, and people were really sad when they got rid of the compact vertical, which is actually what I was going to change to. A lot of people were sad, and so I'm really happy that it is a thing. Okay, I'm thinking that could be enough for now. Like, usually I put these flags in, but I think I'm going to wait and do that as needed so that it's like very, very personalized. And this week I work on Monday and Thursday. So like 2 big days are out, and then we have a dance competition here. So there's multiple, like at least 3 full days are out of not working on my business. And so, yeah, I'm going to wait to lay all these down, but this is all that we have left of the kit, which is really, really great. So, all right, here's the dashboard one. We are going to put that right in there. And then let's see. All right, I think the next one we are going to grab here is the fitness one. And that's because this one is just working. Did you guys see the new ones that I put up into the shop? So these are step trackers. It's a little bit different of a sizing. Let me grab this here. So you have like these 4 onto a page, or this is the sizing that you have. So you have the option of doing 4 months on a page or 2 months on a page. And I basically did this. I think this is the right size actually. Yes, it is. So I did this because once I laid this sticker down, I'm like, some people might want a little bit more writing or journaling type of plan. Or I even thought you could write out each day of the month and actually write the true number versus this just being a graph. There's just multiple ways you could do it. So I want to give you guys multiple options. So it just says month in 2026. So you write in your own month, and then the first circle around here is 5,000, then 7,500, then 10,000 is all the way up to the number. So obviously you want to see more and more marked in. And I had gone back and done my January one, which was really, let me see where I put it right here, which was really embarrassing, but I was so sick most of January anyways. So my goal was I average of 5,000 steps per day, and I only got 4,806 steps per day. There was 3 different days that I did not track. And so I wonder if those days actually got tracked, if I would have hit it. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, go and peek at these because these are really awesome. It's also a digital download that you guys could do like a full page. I did that back when I was using the Happy Planner, and that way you could disc bound punch it over here and put it onto your discs for each month. So that's a new addition that has came. I'm trying to add to my fitness line basically. And so you can see I am using the heck out of it. And like I said, I've made script stickers that say log food and weigh in, because those are 2 different things. Like here, I'm writing it every single day. And then when I actually have like everything finalized, that's when I mark it off for the day. And so we have those that are new in the shop also. And so we're going to get this laid out. I've been loving the layout. It's been working really, really well. stuff is like improving and going good. This is one of the videos for this month that we ended up laying out. So here we are March 2nd through the 8th. Let me get, all right, so we have our kit 397. This is the 7x9 Fitness 1 and Fitness 2. There is a Happy Planner version also that has a couple different options, and they are very clearly marked which one is Happy Planner and which one is Erin Condren. And I do have a video on my channel that basically compares like using the Erin Condren one in the Happy Planner one, and then using the Happy Planner kit in the Erin Condren planner. So obviously this Erin Condren planner intention was never for fitness, but I looked at this and I'm like, this can work perfectly for fitness. And so I made my own kit doing that. So down here, we've got to just put our dates in here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then another thing that's really easy to write in while we are here, and part of me wants to increase what these are. I think for the first, well, so I'm not going to write them in actually. So right now my move, exercise, and steps are 500 and then 20 minutes and 12 hours of standing. I wish you could change that one because I don't really care about that one. Those are basically what it is, so I just kind of make them work. Okay, so I like to use these washi strips way up top here, and it kind of boxes it in just really beautifully, so it's just kind of a thing with me. And I also figure if you guys don't want them up here, then you can like run them over here for some reason. Like maybe you're on vacation and you want to mark that's why you're not doing a certain thing or what have you. So daylight savings time is this week. It's week 10. And I'm so excited for that because all of us need more daylight to get more productive. Like it's a huge, huge difference for me. All right, we are going to get these laid out. And I said that I would discuss what is coming up in March. I don't know if I'll make a separate video about this, and so there might be some repetitive information out there. But basically ChatGPT and I became friends, and we had a nice little chat. You can only chat for so many chats or for so long before it locks you out for so long, or you start paying for it, I have learned. But I am so impressed actually with ChatGPT. And I know a lot baseline, like I've taken nutrition classes and all this kind of stuff. I'm a healthcare worker. But I love the way that ChatGPT lays stuff out when I'm asking it about health and wellness and exercise and weight loss, because it says, this is what we're going to do this week, and this is why we're going to do it, and this is what I expect your body to do about it. And I'm like, I just love it. I love like how it gives the whole entire picture instead of just like giving you numbers. So what we're going to do, the calories are going to be about the same, but what ChatGPT did was crank up my protein like crazy. Because I basically said, I'm this old, this is my activity level, I'm this tall, this is how much I weigh, and by this date, this is my goal to weigh this. And right away, Chat is like, we're just going to name it Chat. Chat is like, this is a very realistic goal. So part of me was like, Jamie, make this goal harder then. But when I calculate that out, it says this isn't as realistic, which is only a 5-pound difference. And you know what? If I'm doing really good, I can always change and recalculate. But I feel like this is like realistic and not overwhelming. And so therefore it's very easy to stick with it. So my goal is going to be, I think, 1550 to 1650 calories per day. That's an average. And then I also love that Chat said 1 meal per week, not one day, but 1 meal per week. Girl, just eat whatever you want. Like, don't track it. Just go out for the pizza or go, like, don't be ridiculous. You know, don't go out there and be ridiculous. But basically it gives you permission to just enjoy a meal without the stress behind it. I haven't done that yet because I don't know, I haven't felt the urge to. And I thought as soon as, because chat told me I'm doing 130 grams of protein per day. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Oh my God, I can't even hit 90 to 100. But it's actually amazing when I've started laying this down a little bit differently. So I laid this up here first, come down here, do all this. And then I'm going to lay all of these headers, or at least these headers, before I lay the dates down. I used to do it a little bit differently, but you'll see here very, very shortly, like why I ended up changing this around. And oh my gosh, it works wonderful. So yeah, I am like, chat, I don't know how I'm getting 130 grams. And you know what chat said? Chat said, would you like me to give you a 5-day rotation of meals? Let me know what you like and what you don't like. And I said, I don't like veggies. I mean, I was point blank. Like, I have tried so many ways. I tried hiding it in the food, like blending it in, all this kind of stuff. My taste buds just find it, which is really unfortunate. And I'm hoping as this journey proceeds on, that sooner or later, my body will be like, oh yeah, they're not the end of the world. But as of right now, I said, chat, no veggies. And it was actually kind of nice too, because we're going to call it he, because it sounds like I'm saying Chad instead of chat. But chat said, hey, what don't you want involved? And so I don't know, it's been fun. So we talked about the food, and chat gave me a 5-day rotation of food. And I've made changes to that, but it was really helpful actually to see the whole layout. And I'm like, oh my God, this is simpler than I thought. Like, why am I making this so difficult every single day? And I feel like the only thing that I've changed the most is the supper, because my hard part is breakfast and lunch I can eat alone. Like, my kids go to school and my husband's at work, or I'm at work, so I can be independent with those. Supper, I'm not independent with. I've got a whole tribe to feed. And most of the time I'm feeding those tribes on rotation because not everybody's home at the same time. So we're getting it done is the moral of this story. Like, I think what was eye-opening to me, like, I always know to prioritize protein and lower your carbs and all that kind of stuff. I already knew all that, and I was trying to practice it, but it wasn't being like second nature. I was working to get that protein in there. But I think what finally has clicked this week is I'm really bad about, like, I've got to cut calories, so I'm only eating one thing. And chat actually had it broken down: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack every single day. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm not snacking. Like, that's just extra calories. But sometimes that snack is as simple, I'm going to move this one down just a little bit. That snack can be as simple as a protein shake and a banana, or a protein shake and some cottage cheese. That gets in a whole extra meal worth of protein automatically there. And guess what? Protein keeps you full. So, I don't know. I've been doing that like crazy, and that has been helping a lot. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish doing these ones first before we move on. So I'm just double checking that I have the right pattern going over here. So yeah, we did 5-day rotation, and then I figure, you know what, next week I can always ask chat for another one, because if you're logged in, chat remembers your conversations, and it starts really tailoring it to exactly like who you are and your personality and your needs. So then I said, chat, this is what I want in a workout, right? Because way back in January, we did this with chat, and chat didn't know me as well then, but chat is getting to know me a lot better now. And so I did it again, and I was more specific, and chat, I'm trying to focus to do this. There we go. Chat was very, very helpful in the respect that we discussed strength training a lot, at which I already had in the plan. I just wasn't prioritizing it as much. Like, I'm like, I gotta get on that treadmill and get my cardio in. No, I need to be lifting weights is what I need to be doing. The hard part is, so chat told me 8 to 10,000 steps per day, which I average almost 5,000. Like when I look back over the past 6 months, I do definitely average 5 to 5,600. So 5,000 to 5,600 daily is my average over time. And so I don't think, like, I was keeping it at 5,000. I was getting ready to up it to 6,000. And then chat said, do 8 to 10,000. And here's the thing, chat is calculating all this based on my end date, right? Like, that's not going to be the end, but that's like one of my first goals. And so I'm like, well, if chat tells me that I need to do 8 to 10,000 steps per day to reach my goal by my goal date, right? Like, I'm signing a contract with myself about this, basically. And so if I'm like, I gave you that date and this is what you say have to happen, I'm like, then it needs to happen. So I've been really good. Yesterday, I had so much body aches and all that kind of stuff, just hormones. I didn't reach it yesterday and I felt like a failure. Like I was laying in bed and I almost got back up and ran down to the treadmill to make it happen. I am having to work to make it happen, not extraneously, but I do have to put in an extra effort or two per day to make it work. Okay, this one is already done. Let's get that out of the way. So I don't know. I like how specific and then the education that chat gives me with all of this stuff. So 8 to 10,000 steps per day, 1,550 to 1,650 calories. And then, let's see, what was the others? Oh, protein is 130 or more. And I think I was getting ready to ask chat like what my carbs and what my fat should be, because it just said like controlled carbs. Like, make sure you weigh and measure all your carbs to keep them down. Guess what? When you are doing 130 grams of protein in a day, you're not that worried about carbs because you're getting full fast. So it's been a little bit easier than I expected it to be honest with you. And then usually also when it becomes like my time of the month, I get so many cravings and I give into it and then I start having carbs and sweets. And I feel like all this protein is helping me not do that part. So I don't know, lots of good things going on. And then strength training, basically chat told me like how many days per week is my goal for that versus walking versus, and the hard part is every day I need to walk because otherwise I'm not going to meet my steps. So it's almost like it's a walk and lift day versus only a walk day. I had considered lifting every day because that's not the end of the world either. I just don't want to get hurt. Like, I don't want to like cause my muscles too much pain instantly. And so I'm trying to let my body warm up. And then I used to do these exercises 2 to 3 times per day. So I know it's very, like, I'll work back up to that. And I think I'm going to get there faster than I originally was thinking. So, oh my God, the sun finally came out. It was supposed to be a sunny day today and almost in the 60s. And it's been super gloomy and cloudy and cruddy. And yeah, I can't wait for spring. That being said, then is more busyness too with outside tasks, but we'll get there. That's just extra exercise, right? Okay. So you could tell I have not even put the days of the week up here yet. And that used to be the first thing that I would build in this planner. So, yep, just a little bit of a change. I'm going to get to it. But when I do it this way, these ones used to be like almost like on top of the days of the week versus now I can see the exact spacing and these day labels actually fits like perfectly there. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of these real quick too. So this goes right underneath the focus. I'm trying to think if there was anything else Chat and I chatted about. So I wrote all this down. He gave me 5-day rotation of food. And like I said, the first couple of days I really followed it. And what it helped me realize is stop eating just only one thing, thinking like just get minimal calories in you to keep going. So I would eat like just a little sandwich to keep going. No, I need a sandwich with an apple, with cottage cheese, with like a drink, you know, like do the actual meal. And instead I was basically like small snacks and then wondering why at the end of the day I'm like, I'm so ravished. And instead now at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't even know if I need supper because I'm hungry or because I am full, but I need to hit my protein. So I do need to eat. So, I don't know. It's really, really good. Also, I feel like I'm just naturally drinking more water with eating this much protein. I don't know. It's been good. I've been happy with it. So Chat and I will chat again, probably in about a week. I figure I'll give it a good week and then we'll hop back on and I'll kind of chat with him. I feel like he's my personal trainer and dietitian, and that's just crazy. I don't know. I mean, if it works, it works. I'll be happy. And I know the baseline, guys. I say it all the time. I lost 40 pounds all by myself. I did like start talking to my doctor about it or whatever, but it's not like I'm doing injections or whatever. Like a couple years ago, like I didn't do any of that kind of stuff. It was just all calorie deficit and workout and just like make small changes like light sour cream or cheeses. A lot of it is just weighing out your food, you guys. It is that simple. Like you think it's 1 serving and it's really 3 servings or 4 servings. Or the thing I'm finding right now was I was almost being too restrictive because like in my calorie counter, I would put in like, oh, eyeballing that, I'm pretty sure that was like 4 tablespoons. And so it'd be like 4 servings of the item. And then when I'm actually like weighing it out, it's only 1 serving. And I thought it was 4. So I think it was a little lower calorie than what I thought anyways, but I don't know. That has been pretty eye-opening. And then also when you're actually seeing the number go up on the scale, like on the weight scale while you are putting the food on there, it makes you stop. It just heightens your awareness. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Like, see, I used to put it right here and it'd be down just a little bit too far versus now I could just like eyeball it and put it between and it ends up fitting perfectly. It's a lot easier to put them on, like less stress, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm really, really motivated. And when I did this last time, I mean, I talked to my family, like mom's trying to be healthier. And so I'm not always going to eat what you guys are eating type conversation. Whoops, put that one too high. Like I had said all that kind of stuff, but I just didn't share with them about it versus this time. Like, I don't know. They all know I'm doing it. I'm pretty open about it. There are a few things, like I bought the protein chips at Sam's Club and those were like $8.50 or $9 for 1 bag. And so I told my kids really point blank, like those ones are mommy only because like I literally bought it to be high protein, lower calorie. And I don't need my kids going through a $9 bag of chips every day that they don't need. So they have their own chips. So, but I do know, because I've been really low carb all week and I have felt fine, which surprised me. But I knew that sooner or later I wanted the crunch, because a lot of people get the crunch from their veggies. But with me not eating, I eat a few veggies. I just don't eat like salads and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. Like I knew I needed to proactively have something in the house with a crunch so that I didn't just grab like some Doritos that I don't need. Okay. I love this. This is really, really good. And I think we are gonna let this be done as far as like, we don't have much left here, just like the exercising ones that I'll put in here. So what chat wants me to do is Monday, Wednesday, Friday are lift days, and then the other days are walk days. But if I work on those days, I don't know, like I'm trying to pick and choose which one I get up and do. If I open, so if I have to be at work by 6:30, I am not getting up even earlier quite yet. Sooner or later I will, but I'm not getting up even earlier to do like a big lifting thing ahead of time. So I'll figure it out as time goes on. It's just having enough time, but I have been starting to get up 45 minutes before my kids so that I can go and get on the treadmill and get like 3,000 to 4,000 steps in before they ever wake up. And that's kind of how I'm hitting my 8,000. All right, fitness planner is also done. All right, then the last planner that does take the longest time, just because it's the most in-depth, is our Daily Duo one. But I use all of these just as equally, and I love them all. So we are week 10, and I said it's what, February 2nd through, no, March 2nd through the 8th. There we go. Perfection. And let's just write here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, this also goes faster just because I'm not resetting my brain like, oh my gosh, what week are we on and what days of the week and all this kind of stuff. Like, now this is my third one that I'm doing this for, and so it makes it a lot easier. I'm not laying everything out in here, but I do want to lay like my main things. So I said I work on Monday and Thursday on this week. So let's put Monday, let's put Thursday. So those baseline ones are there. And then let's also put payday is on Mondays. And I like to put the little icon to go with it. And then let's check out right here. It's just a trash week. So we just need the little trash can, not the recycling for this week. Right here on a Wednesday. And we have like a few events, but okay, we like workouts to go down here and go sideways. That is so cute. I always love that one. And guys, this is going to be like the perfect yellow to go with this. I like to make 7 dots down here for each day of the week. There we go. And I love that I'm finally using this. I think I'm going to like put the pre-plan on here and then fill in the days of the week as we go. So let's go and get this area all laid out. I did go through and put sticky notes where these areas are going to go so that I don't have to think about it, because week 11, we might do a video such as this where I'm just like rapid fire through it. I think it's a nice change every now and then. And I also feel like I just need to get ahead. I feel like around the start of the year, I did the same thing. I just need to get ahead of the weeks, basically, just a little bit. So, okay, let's keep using this yellow. That's just cute. And you guys know I like putting a dot on the first day or the first line of each day. So that's really cute. And then let's get that back over there. And we are going to lay out over here. All right. So lots of changes coming up for our family. Like, I had to go to a middle school meeting because my 5th graders, our middle schools for our school district ends up being, let's do the green over there, I think. Our middle school is 6th through 8th. I know it's different for every single school system, and some of our school systems around here keep like switching back and forth on what it is too. And so 1 year will be 6th grade as middle school, and the next year 6th grade is still elementary. And I don't know if it's like building capacity, but luckily we open enroll our children to a different district than we live in. And luckily that district doesn't really go back and forth. But where they attend has a lot of construction. They're expanding this middle school and upgrading and all that. And they made a comment that this is going to be in effect the whole entire time that they're in junior high. Like they will never have a normal building, like a fully functioning building or a normal schedule because of this construction. And it kind of broke my heart a little bit because like what an awkward time that they're going through anyways, and then to just have a whole bunch of change nonstop is really hard too. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's put this down here. March is like the depths of tax season, and my husband's feeling it. He's an accountant. He's feeling it, and so March, a lot of times I start like pre-planning meals a lot more. Like I really get into my planner even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just because the pure fact, like it is a necessity to like keep life flowing a little bit easier. All right, we have a to buy, we have a meal prep. I almost was going to get rid of that meal prep section, but now, especially with me, I am dieting. I don't know if I want to call it dieting though. With me having a lifestyle change, right? Because this is something that has to stick around or I'm just going to gain the weight back. But with me having this lifestyle change, I feel like I need that section even more now. So, all right, let's put a couple down here. This is anything that I do shopping anymore. It's not always pickup. I feel like I'm getting ready to go back for pickup times. It just got really busy there for a while, and the wait times were just way too long. And then I was still having to go in store for a whole bunch of stuff. So quite a few weeks in a row now, I have just gone into stores and done all the shopping, but I have quite a few things in my cart to do as pickups for this next week. So we'll see how it goes. That being said, Easter, is Easter the first week in April? I feel like that's when it is. Easter's coming up. Yes, April 5th. And so I'm sure there'll be tons of busyness with that too. So, all right, we can get rid of this little Post-it note because we know this is week 10 and this is what we are using with it. Oh my gosh, I love this, you guys. It's like so perfect. Okay, I'm gonna cut this down, get rid of all the excess here. That way we could see what we're working with. All right, we do not have that one certain box, right? And let's do, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I think I want to use this green down here so that I can pull the green into the spread. There we go. I love how I do this brain dump. And I purposely, since the beginning of the year, I've been making this brain dump very small. Like it's been this much. I miss my huge old brain dumps. Like my brain is asking for them. And so I think I'm going to go back to that. And I just need to like sit down and think of everything that I need to put on there. Because right now I'm holding back what I am putting on there. And I don't want to hold back. This is what I want a black one or a gray. Let's do the black. There we go. Yeah, so I'm not going to hold back. And I'm just going to fill it up. All right, a few stickers that we typically use on this. So we are in week 10. These are the week 1 through 52 labels. And I use these. Oh, you know what? We forgot to put that on our fitness one. I use these in all of my planners. I don't think there's a single planner that I don't use these in. So you can see I put the week up there. And so we need to find our week 10 and get out. This was a miscut one. Like, it ended up printing these boxes way bigger than they typically are. And so there we go, week 10. So I just use that one because I am okay with that. You know what we forgot to use is our little labels here. We need to put these in here real quick. Good thing I opened it up. So weigh-in is on Monday, so I'm just marking that. And then this is where I actually put what the weigh-in is. And then here is where I put log food. And then when I actually do it, I'll either put a box next to it so that I can mark it off, or I'll just highlight it out. There we go. See, this is way faster than writing it in. And then the other thing I am going to create, I got ready to create it and then I got busy with kiddo stuff, is a whole sheet of these water stickers, because I feel like that could be really helpful for a lot of people too. And they are just so super cute and helpful. So log food is back in there. Okay, that looks a lot better. I'm glad we ended up doing that. And we have our week 10 sticker up there too. Okay, now back to here. We did our week 10. And then this is also like a miscut. I just use all of the miscuts. But basically we have weekly labels that have the date ranges. One is a Monday start, one is a Sunday start. And so this is March 2nd through the 8th. So that is perfect. And I think where's our, right here, Ahuhu dual tip dot pin. And we're just going to make a long line because, like I said, this list is going to start being a bigger list. And I do think I'm going to go into my reusable sticker book and grab out a brain dump sticker. Okay, this is exactly why I use these Ahuhu dual tip dot pins. Look how fast I did that. I talked the whole time. You guys know it was not sped up at all. That is real time, and how long it takes, or how short it takes, I feel like is what I should say. All right, let's go get this brain dump sticker. And I think this week, let's put it down here. We usually put it up there, but that is gorge. I love that. I love all of this too. Okay, that part is all done. Let's move on to the days of the week. And let's put these up there here real quick. I am liking this, doing the 3 planners in a row. And I know the feedback before when we've done this is you guys liked it too. And some weeks I have the time for it, some weeks I don't. I'm just trying to figure out what works the best. But this, I love. These are fun colors. There we go. Just gotta keep track of the time. I've got to get ready before I go get my kids still. Like, I've just been a lazy bum. Let's see, it was the second. I've been a lazy bum as far as getting ready today. That's the other thing I've been trying to do. I watch a lot of YouTubers, and one thing that they do to increase their productivity is they like get up and get ready right away, like hair, makeup, all that. And I always brush my hair, brush my teeth, get dressed. But I never put on my shoes and all that kind of stuff. But that makes a huge difference. And so yeah, I've started doing that so that I could just walk out of the house with the kids, basically. The reason why I haven't been doing that is because I'm too busy helping the kids get ready. So, okay, I think let's open this up, and we're just gonna like flip through and get all of these upper stickers in here real quick. I don't typically do that. I also want to put the kit number down here where we usually do, just so that I don't forget that portion. All right. I need to look to see if I work. Let me look. No, I don't. I was going to say I need to look and see if I work on St. Patrick's Day. It's kind of irrelevant. We don't make plans. But my kids will be out of school for what's it called? Spring break. but Dad will be working nonstop still because tax season. So we never really go and do anything on spring break, but man, they are so excited for spring break. Like they want that week-long break so bad. They're tired. And I'm excited for it too. And I still try to like go do fun things, and we have movie nights and game nights, sleepovers and all this kind of stuff. So I should reach out to a couple of their friends to see if they want like big sleep. Oh, you know what I need to do? Our neighborhood, I said that I was going to host this one's the daylight savings time. I was trying to make sure if it's something I need to write down. And I feel like that one is daylight savings. But I had said that I would host the next sleepover for our neighborhood. And I wonder, I could think of 2 of the families out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of the families that do travel. So they probably won't be available to do it. But all the other families might be available. Okay, the last couple of weeks, I haven't been putting the Planning with Jamie on here and the check it off list, and I feel like I want to this week. I miss it. Okay, so these are the ones I'm going to need. The black and white checklist, I have exactly 7 left. That couldn't have been more perfect. The Planning with Jamie labels, and then the orders labels is what we are going to end up doing. So let's lay these out. I need this 7th box also. Make sure y'all can see here. And let's just start with the Planning with Jamie portion. Yeah, I have just been like sloppily writing in this recently, which works out okay, but this works a lot better. This like really makes me focus a little bit more. And then I also refer back to it like, oh, what was it 6 weeks ago? Like, how was I pre-planning, or how many days did this actually take compared to what I had for projected time frame? Stuff like that. So let's get it set up correctly here. All right, Planning with Jamie portion is done. Let's go ahead and get the check it off list and the orders. And let's see, this will be Sunday, and I won't, well, let's put them on everything. I was going to say I won't have any time to be able to work on orders on that Sunday because we'll be at a dance competition on Saturday and Sunday. But that being said, it doesn't mean there won't be orders. So I still put in if there's orders. I only mark off if I do them. Like if they're complete, I don't even mark them off if I've worked on them. Like right now I have 4 orders open and I've been working on all of them. But none of them are complete. They will be tonight though. They're all going out tomorrow. I've just got to print and cut the last section of them. Luckily, when I do releases, generally I already have quite a few of the kits already print and cut. And so that filled a big portion of the orders. But if there's other kits on there or other sizes, like A5, I don't like proactively, I don't get enough orders of it to like keep that on stock all the time. I need to recycle that. And so like A5s, I need to print and cut as those orders come in, which is no big deal, especially now that most of this stuff is on my new cutter. Like that thing, love. It's Clark. And then, you know, I don't know if I ever shared with you guys. I know I'm talking a lot, you guys. Did I share with you guys what I named the second one? I named it Uncle Eddie because Clark got named because she's a beaut, Clark. Like that's literally what I said. As soon as it started, like, I put it all together and it was sitting on the desk and I'm like, she's a beaut, Clark. And then I'm like, that's what its name is. Look, orders is also used. I also need to write this down all right, I need to restock. Checklist, order script, We are almost out of Planning with Jamie script, so PWJ script. And that might have been the last one. Like, I think that's all so far. This little notepad I ended up getting from Target. So, and it's been pretty recent, so it might be there. It's not bad. Sometimes my pins end up skipping. It's like a really slick paper, but I kind of like the sizing of it, and they're Post-it note ones. So I love that. Okay, that seemed to take a long time, but this is going to start moving forward fast, so I'm not that worried about it. All right, let's get all of this stuff back over here. We have 2 work days. We're just going to steal the work scripts off of this one. And let's put it here and here, I guess. That looks great to me. Okay. And actually, like when I lay down this one, I definitely like this to be flipped this way, like as a half planner. All right, we're making okay time. I don't have much more time before I need to go and get ready for my kiddos, but we're making okay time. I have been yearning. My last, I want to say it's the monthly, or maybe it was the week 7 plan with me. I kept saying urging to do instead of yearning to do, like completely wrong word. And it bothered me so bad when we need our meal plan ones, but it kept bothering me so bad when I was listening back on it. That looks good. We're not going to put in all of the plans. We might do like dance or something, but most of the plans we're not going to do. But yeah, I've been yearning to do a live again. It's been a hot minute since I've gotten to do a live with you guys. So that will be coming up again. This one was almost going to be that, but then I'm like, girl, you're going to stay on there way too long, and I just don't have the time today. And so, yeah, I decided to do this video for you guys instead. So maybe week 11, or actually putting in the plans. I don't know. I have so many things that I could get live with you guys doing. Even the other day, I was just cleaning off my desk and trying to put some of these like backstock things into my sticker book. I was going to go live for that. I also need to redo a couple of the settings for live because I don't need like everyone to video and upload. So I need to like looking into that setting. And I know that's a really easy setting probably to find. I just haven't looked for it. Because right now it is set that it automatically uploads it after I get off the live. Like, no matter what I do, it's on there, which is fine. Okay, but if I'm just redoing my sticker book, like putting extra stickers, like restocking my sticker book, like I don't know if that one needs to go live. I kind of want it to be a hangout instead then. Who knows? Who knows, Jamie? Okay, that part is good. We skipped a page. Thursday is a 9 o'clock work. So let's grab this one. I really go in at 8:30 instead of 9, but this way. There we go. It didn't want to lay correctly. All right. And then we need the check it off and the to do and the meal. I want to put so many more details in this, but again, the whole point is to get the bases laid down with y'all first, and then we'll worry about it. Okay, oh, meal. And I've been doing, right, these lines to show like the whole day is a work day, and I actually really like that. And so now I feel like I'm missing something if I don't do that, which is so funny. Here we go. And this one I am going to write in Where am I? Okay. Right in that, and then I always work right in badge and lunch so that I don't forget those. For some reason, I'm feeling like this day might have a meeting too, but again, we're getting the basics laid down first, and then we'll feel out what we want to do, like if we want more or if we are good. This feels awesome to have all 3 planners ready before the week starts. Like if I recommend anything, it's definitely to do that, because also now I feel like I can go through and I can like write in stuff. I try not to write in, like pre-schedule my day too far in advance, because you never know what Jamie you're gonna get that day. So sometimes I'm not near as motivated, or sometimes it ends up, you know, a kid is homesick, and so I just can't do what was originally on the plan or anything like that. So most of the time I like wait until the day of. Okay, except for my repetitive weekly things, those ones can go in a month ahead of time, because I know me and I know like if it's Wash Wednesday or Water Wednesday. So Wash Wednesday is all of the laundry. Water Wednesday is I water all my plants every Wednesday. Trash Tuesday is collecting all the trash, recycling. Toilet Tuesday is doing all of our bathrooms every Tuesday. And then on Tuesdays, I also do the fridge and do the pantry clean out. So, I mean, there is a lot of stuff that I'm very repetitive on, and I can write in here. And it seems like I shouldn't need to write it in here because, hey, Jamie, you already do it. But writing it in here, like, allows my mind to know that, like, a portion of the day has to go to that task. So now my pantry today, I even went as far as, I know everything that's in there is good because I do that every Tuesday. So like there is not like old bread or outdated stuff in there. But today I'm like restocking everything in there and then pulling out everything, cleaning down like walls, floors, all that kind of stuff. All right, this is a 7 a.m. shift, and okay, let's put our time, our location, our badge, our lunch. But yeah, did the floor, all that kind of stuff, just because when there's this many people in the household, nothing ever gets put back where it needs to, and then stuff starts like falling or getting mushed, or the kids are like, we have no snacks. And I'm like, I swear I just bought a 30-pack of those snacks. And then I find them in there. Just somebody has put something in front of it, basically. So, yeah, that's why I like just doing like a big overhaul. I've also had the urge to empty my closet, like almost KonMari my master closet. So I have a master closet in my bedroom, and then I have a separate master closet that is attached to our master bathroom. So we have multiple ones. Like my husband and I share both of them because they're just 2 distinct closets, but they're not the same size. So, and neither one of us need, like, I don't need the whole entire one of a certain one, and same with him. And let me see, what else do I need to put on here? Oh, payday. So I want to pull everything as far as my clothes out of both of those closets and like really go through them and prioritize, because I feel like I just have stuff I don't need. I mean, I go through it all the time where I just like move the next hanger over and I get rid of a lot that way. But I feel like I could do even better. Okay, I just thought also on this one, as long as we have the time, let's do drop off, pick up, dance type stuff. And band, I'm just trying to look over here. Log food, we've already used these. I need the weigh-in. And this one. And I think that's gonna be all. So while we're going at it and we're chit-chatting, we might as well, right? Right. Okay, let's go ahead and be a little extra, and we're gonna do weigh in here. And then every single day gets a log food because that is so super helpful. Let's start up here. Okay, and then on this day, I just work. We don't have anything extra, so we're just gonna leave like all the rest of it open. And then on Tuesday, we have a few things going on that I feel like we can put in. Let's grab the yellow here. We have a band concert here. So let's put this. We're just gonna put it all there. And then up here, we have a doctor's appointment. So let's grab this green, and that's at 11. I didn't put the pickup drop off. I need to go back over here and find, oh, we don't need these anymore. Let's get rid of these. Let's not do planning with Jamie because I don't need that one either. Drop off, I won't be able to do on this day, and pick up, I won't either, but I'm still going to put that because then I write who is doing the pickup. I send a weekly text. Okay, they get out here. I send a weekly text out saying who is doing what on what day, and like basically with my 16-year-old and with my husband, we do a weekly text, and that way everybody's on the same board. So my 16-year-old will pick up the kids from school and come home with them on that day, which they will love. And then on Tuesday for pickup, let's see, let's put the timing in. It all depends on if I am back from this appointment or not, and generally I will not be. So let's think about this. This is a band day. This is a dance day. Let's get some of these things in here. So 4:30 is dance. Drop off, I'm not sure quite yet. Pickup we have done. We don't need the weigh-in one. We do need log food. Here we go. And band. So generally that means I am dropping off one kid. Okay, so let's put drop off, right? It's all the way down here. Okay. So band is 7:25, and then we need from here an appointment sticker, and that is at 11 o'clock. And it's an eye doctor. Okay. Then let's write in our dance schedule. This is a Tuesday, so it's this. Okay, but then down here, we have a band concert, which is so fun. We haven't had many, so I really look forward to seeing everything that they have learned. I think this is their last one. I will have to look to see. I think they have to arrive at 6:30. Let's write it. I'm pretty positive they have to arrive at 6:30. So I'm just going to write that in. And then we'll probably go out to eat together as a family afterwards. My oldest might still be at dance, but we'll make that all work. So this day, it should be me if I'm back in town in time, but this appointment notoriously takes like 4 hours. Otherwise, it'll be my 16-year-old probably doing it, or dad. So I'm going to leave that part open right now. And then we need dance bags and snacks. That one ends up working out really well. Okay, we've got that. I know this is really long, but I like going through all this with you guys. All right, on Wednesday, we don't really have anything extra. And so we have early out. We normally put into here. Let me see if we have any more left. I know we used a lot of, oh, we've got one more. We used a lot of them doing the monthly. So let's put early release, and then pick up on this day is usually always my daughter, and then I run back out with the girls for dance. So we'll just put in times, and then let's put dance in at 4 and at 5:30. We put 2 on this day. Okay, pickup's all done. Let's do a drop off and band. Okay, right here. This is the one I want for drop off. There, and band. Our 16-year-old always takes, there was miscommunication on this week. That's why I'm laughing. We took our own kids to band, and she got mad that she didn't get to do it. And so I need to write in here that she is going to do it. There's another sister, I guess, that goes, and they both sit in the van until it's school time because it's at the high school. So she was very, very upset that she didn't get to take her siblings. And I'm like, girl, I'll mark it down for next week. Like, we appreciate you helping us, and our intentions was she just didn't feel like she was being used. Like, they're our kids, not hers. And so she wants to do it though. So shame on me for holding that back for her. So now it is marked in here so that I do not mess that up. All right, 4 to 6:30, and then 5:30 to 8:30 is that dance. And I just need to color code these because that way it's all ready to go. Oh my gosh, I love this. And then this is a band thing to color code. Okay. And we've got all that. Oh, log food. See, stickers are sitting here so I remember it. Boom. And then I think we're good as far as that goes. See, I like this because it's showing me what a little amount of time that I actually have to get stuff done on this day. So, okay, Thursday, I am at work, and I see, because let's go ahead and put the log food in because my hand was going for it. Anyways, I see right here that because I'm a 9 o'clock, I always can drop off the kiddos to school then. So my husband can go into work early this day. And, oh, why am I grabbing the band one instead of drop off? Silly me. We're done with the band one. I wanted this one. So yeah, I can do the drop off for the kiddos, and then I go straight to work after that. So, and I love being able to, because usually, here, Mom, usually if I'm going to be home for the day, I really appreciate my husband taking them to school because he's already like out and about, and then he can go straight to work. Versus I enjoy doing it. I like being able to. And so I love these days I work at 9 that I get to. Okay, it's Thursday. This is their time. And then we will do our 16-year-old again. We've started changing this. She basically picks them up and drops them off to my husband, so my husband then can take them to dance. That way he's out of the office 45 minutes less than what he is if he has to go get them from school. And she literally like has to drive the block to go get them. So it's not a burden. The drop off, like the exchange, is on her way home, all this kind of stuff. So it's very smart for us to do it this way during tax season. Outside of tax season, it's all on my husband and I, unless she wants to. Okay, 4:30 is 7:15 / 6:15 to 9, and then dance bags and snacks. You know what I didn't do is dance bag and snacks here, and it makes a difference. Perfection. Okay, Thursday, we're almost done, guys. We're there. Okay, Friday. What's going on Friday? Friday, there's dance competition, but we don't dance on Friday. So We might still mark it. It just will be one of these smaller ones. And I don't know, I need to look for sure. Usually it starts at like 5:15. I gotta double check. So let's write dance comp. But again, we don't have to go that night, which is so weird. So weird. We're usually always Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, I don't need a dance one then. Silly Jamie. Pickup, I do need. Right here. Drop off will be Dad. Right here. This is actually really helpful too, because when I get ready to, this will be me. Actually, I'm gonna make this be my 16-year-old because she's already over there. So what's the use of me driving over there also? This is really helpful because when I go to do the text, like I already know who to put for pickup and drop off and all that kind of stuff. Right, and then prep, food, drinks, and prep duffels, dream duffels. Perfect. Okay. And I think that's all for Friday. Usually that day ends up being like a full competition prep day. So no big deal. We're gonna put that little, perfect. And then Saturday is a full day dance competition. So do I wanna do this or do I wanna be, let's do this. That way we get them used up. We have to be there like 11:45. So we're actually gonna put this down further than we typically do. And we can put a dance sticker on there if we want, just to be a little extra. And we will write dance comp. After the fact, sometimes I will put in more information, but for now, we're not going to. We have groups, solos, duets, all that kind of stuff on this day. It is literally, we're gonna be there over 12 hours. That's pretty typical though, if you're in the dance world, if you have multiple dancers. So still log food. We don't need drop off, pick up, all that kind of good stuff. The whole entire day is just going to be that comp. So, okay. And then same with this day. We have to be there. Oh, we have to be there by like 7 a.m. So it sucks because we're going to be there until like 11 p.m. Then daylight savings times happens. So we lose an hour. And then we have to be there and completely ready by 7 a.m. And then we're literally going to be there till 10 p.m. again. So yeah, energy, just find your energy. I find a lot of people do caffeine, but just getting up and walking, that's what helps me the most, I feel like. So, okay, log food. We don't need drop off pickup. We do need, let's write dance comp like we did on the other one. And then this one is on the 8th. It's a tan. It's a double injection week. So let's write double injection, especially considering we're going to be gone all day. We've got to make sure not to forget that. He's been sick recently though, so he might get to skip one of these weeks because he keeps throwing random fevers. And then he, like the other night, he got dizzy with a headache and ended up throwing up, which in the past, that's his SVT. And I went to grab a monitor because there was a chance, like when I palpated his pulse, there is a chance he was in SVT. It was a rapid rate. But I wanted to get an actual number. So I went to get that. And in that time frame, he ended up going and throwing up. So he would have converted himself. So I don't know if that was a breakthrough episode, but that would have been our first one in almost a year. It was last March, last spring break, that he got his heart ablation. So I really hope, this sounds really bad, I really hope he was sick and it's not his SVT causing a new pathway. So log food, double injection, and family meeting is definitely our Sunday things. And knowing we're going to be on all weekend too, I need to throw like a laundry day in in earlier in the week because there's not a weekend one to be able to do that. Okay guys, I am loving this. Here's our daily duo with our week at a glance. It is completely laid out and ready to go. And then here is our dashboard. And this is all laid out and ready to go. And I needed this one back because this is the one I've been out of for a couple of weeks. And I am feeling it. I'm trying to make like little notes on just notebook pages. And yeah, it's just not working all the same. And then my new journey that I am rocking right now is the fitness journey. So there is that fitness kit also. So this is week 10 in 3 different planners, showing you exactly how I use them, how I use my sticker kits. It makes it fully functional. Oh my gosh, so functional. All right, if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you next week. Bye.